So as requested by many people, I've decided to do a tutorial on how you can use leverage or margin trading. Okay, so basically the website I'm using is actually bitmex.com, and I'll be providing a link below on the video. And so basically, how does leverage trading or margin trading works? So imagine this situation when you only have $6,000. So with the $6,000, you can actually buy a Bitcoin. So if the Bitcoin increased by $100, you get to earn $100, right? Because you have a Bitcoin. Okay, so you buy 6,000, you sell 6,100. But there's this thing called the leverage trading, and what it does is that it allows you to buy more than what you can buy. So assuming the Bitcoin is worth $6,000 now, right? And you have $6,000. If you do a 10 times leverage, right? 10 times leverage, what it does is that it allow you this 10 times leverage would allow you to purchase up to 60,000 worth of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin increased by $100, because you have 10 Bitcoin, you get to earn $1,000, right? However, that also means that when you lose, you actually lose more because you actually buy more Bitcoin. So assuming the Bitcoin fall by $100, you actually lose $1,000. So this is good for people who feel confident of their trading, and also at the same time they do not have enough capital to trade passively, and they want to engage more in active trading. So basically for me, I do this on a daily basis. I trade maybe up to 15 to 20 minutes a day, just to earn a little bit of Bitcoin, just like kind of like for the fun of it. But however, I don't think this should be a long-term strategy. Maybe a long-term one would be to hold Bitcoin or Ethereum or Neocoin, and then you scale in the long run. Because like I said, if something allows you to win more, it also might cause you to lose more, right? So basically, after you create an account, you can go to your account, you can deposit in, you can this address, you can send your Bitcoin from your Bittrex, Bitstamp, Coinbase, OKCoin, or any form of exchanges or wallet that you have. So let me just tell you a little bit about how the margin trading works. Okay, assuming I want to buy one Bitcoin, which is worth around $6,000, correct? So before I begin, right, there's like two types of way you can buy: through the market or through limit. Limit meaning placing an order over here. Right, this chart actually refers to the XBT, which is the contract for Bitcoin, and USD. Yeah, so this is the Bitcoin price, and this is the contract price. Okay, so buy is same as long, sell is same as short. A simple way is for people to understand is basically when you long something, it also means that you are confident that the price will go up. When you short something, it means that you feel the price is going to go down. So the red one, short meaning sell, meaning you think that something is going to go down. Long meaning you think that something is going to go up. And so assuming I want to buy one Bitcoin, correct? So what I could do is, if I don't have enough money, I'll do a 100 times leverage. Okay, so I'll buy. So you realize that I'm gonna have, okay, this is XBT, basically refers to Bitcoin, right? So if you look at it, I have almost one Bitcoin, right? I'll get this one Bitcoin on my hand. So if this Bitcoin increased by $100, I'll earn $100. But if it drops by $100, I'll also lose $100. Okay. And what happens is that the cost to me is only 0.01 Bitcoin. So it's quite cool, right? Basically, with 0.01 Bitcoin, you get to leverage approximately 100 times. And what happens is that there's this estimated liquidation price. So what does estimated liquidation price means? Okay, assuming I buy a Bitcoin at 6155 with only 0.01 Bitcoin, and they give me like almost close to a Bitcoin. If I buy at this price, if it increased by $300, I'll earn $300 for the small investment that I have. Correct? But that also means that, if the price drop, it also means that I'm going to take a bigger hit. And assuming I only invest so little amount, they will basically close my contract for me, right? So that's the estimated liquidation price. So basically, if Bitcoin falls by just $6, I'm gonna lose everything. So sometimes most people do not leverage 100 times. We go for a safer one, which is around 10 times. Okay. Shucks. 25 times, okay. Sorry, not enough balance because I already purchased like 12 Bitcoin using my balance of like 0.4 because I leveraged like 25 times. So I don't have a lot left. So this is my available balance. So what we could do is that we could actually leverage 25 times. So meaning I'm just using 0.04 to purchase almost a Bitcoin. Alright. So if the Bitcoin increased by $10, I'll earn $10. If it dropped by $10, I will also lose $10. Okay. And what it also means is that you realize when I change the estimated liquidation value also changed as well, the leverage. That's because like what I mentioned earlier on, if you trade 100 times, your damage taken, if the price drop, you're going to take it more as well, which means that it's going to wipe out the price that you pay. So it's going to help you liquidate earlier. So usually when I trade, I use a 25 times leverage, meaning I use my 0.04 Bitcoin to buy 1 Bitcoin. Right? Or for this case, for myself, I actually use around like 0.5 Bitcoin to buy 12 Bitcoin. Okay. But this allows me to not get liquidated unwillingly if the price drop, because you look at the price now, it actually gives around $200 worth of room for it to drop before I get liquidated. So basically until it's liquidated, you do not actually lose your money. So let me show you an example. So assuming I bought the contract at 6157 and I purchased 12 Bitcoin worth of this contract. Okay, so I purchased 12 Bitcoin. So assuming I want to close it, so I find the price, I'm going to close it. So I'm going to close it at 6170. Okay, so I press close. So it's going to appear in the order book later when it's closer to it. And what it does is that if right now I enter at 6157 and if I close it at this price now, oh, okay, it closed already. Okay. Everything order submitted, close. Okay, most of it is closed. Things okay, perfect. Everything is closed. So basically, if you look at the order history now, I've made some money, and within just this few minutes, so I bought the Bitcoin at 6158. I sold it at 6170. So that's approximately around $10 earned, slightly more than that, but minusing away the transaction cost is around $10. Alright? And because the volume that I trade was around 12 Bitcoin, you can do the math lah, but honestly it's too tiresome. So I just look at the Bitcoin that I bought. So I bought around 12 Bitcoin and I actually bought it at 6159 and I sold it at 6170. So what does that mean? For every Bitcoin I earned $10. For this 12 Bitcoin, I just made around $120 in just 9 minutes. So I bought at 6 p.m. on my time and sold it at 6:09 p.m. So I hereby conclude how this form of trading works, and I wouldn't say like this tutorial is good or not, because I honestly do not have a lot of experience in this, and honestly speaking, I think it's very hard to explain how this works through a video. It would be easier if I can explain to the person like live, one-to-one, because I think this requires a lot of understanding. But I hope this video gives you a glimpse on how leverage and margin trading is done. And if you like and you want to try it out, I recommend you just send maybe just 2-3% of your entire portfolio over here, and you can just try to play around with it. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment on the video below. And also I'll be posting the link to this website on the link below, on the caption, on the comment below as well. Sorry, is it comment? Yeah, just on the description below. Yeah, description below. And I hope you guys learned a little bit from this, and pardon for my lack of ability to explain this, because this is honestly pretty complicated. You can actually click on to find out more, you can actually click on the, let's see, contracts. Yeah, so you can look at this SBT guide, and they will roughly explain to you what this means, but what I explain is probably in the most layman term possible. And yeah, I hope this help you guys understand how margin trading works, and hope you guys have fun doing this. But end of the day, always remember to use a small portion of what you have for this form of trading, because I think it's very risky and you shouldn't be risking a big part of your assets, especially if it's part of your savings. Okay, only trade what you can afford to lose. Okay, that's the most important thing I want you guys all to remember. If you like what you see, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you.